With where condition, I want to point out one thing. Let me switch back to the database here and let me copy the name or rather title here, and I'll say where title is equal to, let me paste that name in double quotes here. We know that this will only return one record, but if we do not use FirstOrDefault, here it will treat that hey, there is only a where condition, so it will be an iQueryable of book. If we know it will only return one record, we can say FirstOrDefault. But rather than doing that when we are only retrieving one record, what we can do is we can cut this condition and pass that same link condition inside FirstOrDefault. That way we do not need the access where condition. All the filters that we want, we can pass them directly inside FirstOrDefault as well. Let me execute that and see what happens. Perfect, we get the cookie jar here and the statement was executed with the where condition. So great, with that when we are using FirstOrDefault, my preferred route will be to use the link condition inside FirstOrDefault rather than using where and then using FirstOrDefault. One more thing I would like to point out here is you can see with the where statement, it is directly injecting whatever we pass right here. But if you know with SQL injection, passing something like this is not secure. We should pass that in a parameter, that way the query is secured. EF Core has taken care of that as well, because typically when you are fetching something from the user, you will store that in a variable, like let me call that variable input here, cut this text and paste it right there. Then we pass this input for the title here, like that, and when we execute this time, you notice in the select statement, we do not have the string, we have the input parameter. So that way parameter is created automatically in the SQL statement. It retrieves the correct record, but that is done because we have this variable input and we pass that in the link condition. Typically when we work with website, this will be done by default. If we are passing something as a hard code value here, that means that that value we are setting and we know that is secure. We will not worry about that value, but if we have some input that we get from the user, that will always be in a variable. So our queries are secure that way. With that we have FirstOrDefault where we can pass the link condition within the parameters right there. Let me continue from the next video.